Can you just talk a little bit about how this unbelievable performance center plays into not only the game, but in the real life experience of becoming the next WWE superstar?
I was fascinated at the concept when it was first talked about, the MyCareer mode, and then bringing the performance center into it was great. And to watch it come forward, and then being told I'm going to be in that game as the head coach, makes everything exactly the way it happens here is going to happen on that game. Exactly the same delivery, with the same voice, with the same guy that's standing in front of you right now. I'm just such a fan of seeing the red wall in that game, and the rings and the banners. And then to be able to, it's funny to try to motivate someone in a game. And I'm really interested. I think I'm going to start some kind of program to figure out who actually makes it through the MyCareer mode and do my percentages and see how well I do.
I'm sure the percentages won't be that great.
They're good, right? How many guys go, okay, how do I get to the next step?
So, just with the progression of wrestling games, through the 2000s, or even in the 90s, what have you seen, particularly with these new systems, the Xbox One and the PS4, that it really brings the WWE experience into the living rooms of fans?
I mean, it's real. It's real, and the progression's amazing. The technology's amazing. But I was earlier today, I was looking at Triple H in the game and wondering if I was watching like a video clip or if I was watching a part of the game. And I'm fascinated how everyone puts their art, like what we do is an art. And I feel like I'm very good at what I do. And then I saw everyone capture that in the game, and that's an art. And the progression of this business has changed, and the progression of video games has changed. And to watch it all grow up like that, for someone who's seen Atari and coming from Pong to now being the head coach in the MyCareer mode of 2K15, it's awesome. It captures life just as I see it every day.
We heard you say before that you have a couple voiceovers in the game, that you're involved in the game directly. What was it like for you in terms of the experience of making a game like that? Like, have you ever been a part of something like that?
I've done voiceover work before, and I was a commentator for years, and in WCW I was part of the games and did things like that. And I always find it funny when I say, okay, Bill, if you can talk like Bill right now, and I don't know what that means. So I just kind of did my thing, and everybody went, hey, we like that. So I'm really interested to see how it comes out in the game. I haven't seen a lot of it, but it's funny when you get the direction. If you could be Bill right now, what would you do? And I go, I really don't know what that means. So I think the fans are going to get the full Bill DeMott experience. I think it's a cool progression of doing things, because we spend all the time doing it. You don't realize that that's what you're doing. So when I watch it back, I might rethink how I do things.
So can you just give us just a brief comparison of, this is an unbelievable complex here. You yourself as a wrestler probably didn't have access to something like this back in your day. So just if you could just talk a little bit about how you got exposed and really trained to become a WWE superstar, to what they're going through today with these feeder programs.
I think it was a different time for sure. I trained in a gym in Brooklyn that was a parking lot the rest of the week, except when we were in there. And then we moved into Gleason's gym, and I trained with Hall of Famer Johnny Rodz. And it was one ring, and it was cement floors. And in the winter it was cold, and in the summer it was hot. And you learned how to hit the ropes every day, and you learned how to fall. And you did it for the love of doing it. The progression now it's that same passion from these kids, and this business has changed. And we're not just looking for wrestlers anymore. We're looking for athletes, and when you have the caliber of athlete that we have in the Performance Center, then there has to be more for them. Right. So there's still rings, there's still weights, there's still some yelling and screaming and sweating and soreness. It's really cool to do it in this facility.
So you mentioned some of the old school games you threw out Pong and like Atari before. The fans want to know, like, what were some of the games back in the day or even current day that you enjoyed or could sit down and play and really enjoy yourself?
I openly do not enjoy every game I play. I play a lot of them. I'm no good at it. I have 3 children who think it's the best thing ever to beat their dad in a video game. And I've spent 27 plus years making my living of beating people up in the ring. And I have a 5-year-old who's looking forward to 2K15 and beating me every night as John Cena. And I'm not looking forward to it. So I love the video games. I'm gonna figure it out, but I can't win.